You on, bro?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry we running late today. Welcome to where's my boy?
No audio.
No audio. Hello. No audio. Can you hear me? Oh my God.
Give me a quick second.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. 80s geek. Where you at, Reggie? Can we get you back in here, brother? Reggie, we need your words of inspiration. Let's give it a minute, y'all. He coming in. See, my boy got that Doom mask on today. RP to Doom. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, y'all just.
It says we on now.
Okay.
What up, T?
What's up, everybody? Sorry we was late. Y'all would never believe what happened, man. This was gut-wrenching, heartbreaking. His dog just had a seizure before the show started. Oh my God, sheesh, I never seen such a thing. You know, I'm petting the dog and she just started shaking, man. It was horrible, but she snapped out of it, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's why, we all have pets and we all gotta take care of them. Like how you said, right? Through the thick and the thin.
Through the thick and the thin. Tell them why I said that.
Through the thick and the thin. I was next door and I was at the next studio next door and I heard somebody running, oh man, you gotta get Junie. And
that's his dog.
That's my dog, that's my pit bull, that's my baby right there. And Jay had my pit bull, not my pit bull, my bulldog, and I'll let you explain.
Well, I was saying, tell them why I said that we all got to take care, because basically someone gave you this animal?
Yes.
And you think they gave it to you, why?
I mean, I don't like to presume, but I think everything has a reason. Everything has a reason. Everything in life has a reason, right? And, if it's a gift, then you nurture that gift.
Right.
You know what I mean? And with that gift, when I first seen her have her first seizure, I was like, yo, I gotta really take care of her.
Did you know she had seizures?
Me myself, I didn't know, but when she did, I knew how to go about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I was like, yo, I really have to take care of her from here on out. You know what I mean? She's special. I mean, when people see her, they just see the beauty of the dog because she's a beautiful dog, but they don't see that she has issues as well because I adopted her.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, what is my boy Reggie out there? If you ain't out there, buddy, come on request, man, because we got to get Danny on. And I wanted you to give some words of inspiration before we got all serious, because this is a serious show this week.
Mm-hmm.
So
should I take the mask off?
No, keep that. RP Doom. All right, Danny, you out there, man? I guess we're gonna have to kick it off with you, buddy.
That's who we got.
Okay, there go Reggie. Come on, get Reggie in here real quick. Can you turn it down a little bit? Thank you.
That's how you turn it up right here. You got the controls.
Okay. Reggie!
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, brother? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for my boy Reggie from Chicago.
Shire's in the house.
Hey,
Tell them
how
how
y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? I just want to say a quick word, man, from Chicago to LA to my guys right here. Please follow this show. We doing everything on here. Any kind of topic you want to talk about. We got one of the best DJs out in the land. I just want to say, come on this show. You can find out some things, you can learn something, and you can get this word from me real quick. And I'm going to get out of here. Today is Terrific Tuesday. And what I want to say to you guys is, we can be whatever we want to be in life. You got to put God first in whatever you do. All the kids out here, please listen to what I'm saying. I'm 50 years old. I've seen some things. I've been to some things. I've been around some things. I keep God first in my life. And all I want y'all to do is keep God first, pray, and always be yourself. I don't care what the topic is, what it is, what friends it is. Be yourself. And I'm going to end this on this note. I love you all and know that I will always be there for you guys whenever you need me.
That's right.
Peace. Thank you, brother.
Shout
One
out
love.
Chicago.
We'll see you in a couple weeks, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, I love y'all, man. Hey, keep doing your thing. Hey, bro, I prayed for your dog real quick, too, man. So, hope all is well, man.
Man, Rez, that shit was, I'm sorry. That was serious hell, dog. Oh, me, I ain't never seen nothing like that, dog.
Hey, man, you can't transmit that, boy. You better stop.
Hey, man, you 50, you look young than a mud. Big Winnie the Pooh look yourself.
I try to keep myself in shape, man. And like I said, I just keep God first, man, because we can't do nothing without him. And right now, what we going through, we all got to unite. So from Chicago to LA, I love y'all. Let's get it together.
Nothing but love, brother.
Nothing but love, brother. Thank you.
All right, hey, have a good show, y'all.
Thank you, brother. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
All right,
one love.
Peace.
Shout out your boy Trey out there in Watts. I just seen him log out right there.
Big Trey and Watts. What's up, baby?
What up? Shout out.
Man, I forgot Reggie 50. That dude look like Winnie the Pooh, man. Rubbing that honey in his face.
Right, man. I'm about to hit a milestone in a couple of days, bro.
Your birthday is a Saturday?
Actually Thursday.
Thursday.
With Dre and John Travolta and Vanna White and a plethora of other people.
Yeah,
man.
You said Dr. Dre?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Thank God he got to make it to his another birthday. That was scary, Dre.
I think Dre probably said, man, I ain't trying to pay all this bullshit.
So what day is that again?
February 18th, bro.
February 18th, DJ Gargamel's birthday. What's the cash out, brother?
Man, you know me. I ain't trying to play. I ain't trying to play no people like that, man.
Cash out, JAIARTHUR. JAIARTHUR.
If you do want to hit me, you want to send some cash, hit me in the DMs. We'll talk some real business. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all. So I don't know about
if you would have hit me like 20 years ago, I would have been like, hey man, send me some money. But you know what I mean? We're at a different point in life now. You know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is a serious show. So
we do like to joke around.
Definitely. But I just want to
what's up, Lavish?
Just want to let you know we got a friend, Danny. He's about to come on and he's about to tell us about this war that's going on in Tigray. I don't know if you all been hearing about it, but it's been just horrific. People getting killed, women, children, of course, men, and rape and just bombings, and it's been going on for, I want to say, 100 days so far. Nobody is talking about it.
Where is Tigray?
Tigray is in Africa.
What part of Africa?
I'm not from there. I'm from Chicago. So we got our guest coming on. Come on, Danny, request to get in here.
Let's see. All right.
Okay, so we send a request to my buddy Danny, and he's on his way out here. Oh,
Danny! What up, my brother?
What's up, baby boy? Look at another baby face grown man right here, man.
Should I take my mask off?
Hold on. Can we hear him? Okay, there you go.
Should I take my mask off with the situation?
No, it's all good. Keep it on. What's up, Danny? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing great, you know, as far as the circumstances are. I appreciate you guys for letting me use your platform to speak on what's going on in Tigray. Even though I have this smile on my face, it's a lot of pain inside me, man. It's a lot of pain and anger. How you guys doing?
Man, like you said, brother, you know, under the circumstance, you know, first of all, grateful to be alive.
That's right, that part.
I thought I almost just witnessed his dog dying in front of me. Like I said, his dog just had a seizure. That's why we was late for the show. I started petting her and she just passed out and started shaking. Oh my God. Scared the heck out of me.
Yeah, how's the dog doing now?
She's good. I mean, I'm actually grateful that Jay was there with her. You know, she's such a beautiful dog and you know, a caring dog, and you know, I think it's a little scary for someone to actually witness that firsthand. You know, to actually care for an animal as well. So I completely understand what he's going through. Because the first time, I'm gonna be real with you, man. The first time I experienced it, I almost damn near cried, bro. I'm not even joking. And hey, yo, I'm a hard rock. Bro. So I almost damn near cried, bro. I was, yo, for real.
And you know,
I'm with you, man. I love animals, so.
Right.
Yo.
And you know, I teach first aid and CPR, but all that went out the window when that started happening with the dog. Because I ain't never thought about, you know, having to perform that on the dog, man. But I just flipped over on her belly, man, in case she had to throw up or something, and I just kept rubbing her.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, enough about that beautiful dog, man. Tell us about your beautiful country and the horrific things that's happening right now, man.
Yeah, this is a war that was unexpected. I mean, unexpected in the sense that it would be genocidal to this point, right? So Tigray, I know you guys were talking about where Tigray is. You guys are not really familiar with Tigray. Tigray is a region within Ethiopia, northern Ethiopia, bordering Eritrea to the north, which became independent in '93, if I'm not mistaken. And Tigray, the people there, where my family is from, we speak Tigrinya. And although there are other groups within Tigray, but the majority of the people there are the Tigrinya-speaking people. And the thing is, the Ethiopian government, our own people, have waged war against the people of Tigray because they are not standing for dictatorship or any kind of government that's going to disregard their ethnicity, right? They're not gonna stand for anybody that's going to disregard their right to be who they are. So that's why there's a war in Tigray. You got four nations fighting against our people, right? You got the Ethiopians, led by Abiy Ahmed. You got the Amharas. I mean, they're part of Ethiopia, but they're pretty much spearheading this war alongside Eritrea. Not the people of Eritrea, but their leader, the leader of Eritrea, Isaias Afwerki. It's even hard for me to even like talk about it because I can't even believe that it's happening, to be honest with you. Let me tell you how many civilians have been killed in this war so far. That's been deemed a law enforcement war. Over 50,000 civilians have been killed in this war. Tigrayans. It's really a genocide. They're trying to wipe out the Tigrayans, and they're trying to wipe out everything about them.
How is it a big population? You said how many people died. How many people do you think live there? You know, what's the population?
Well, the population of Tigray is between 7 and 10 million people. But the Ethiopian government says that there's about 6 million people. But I think they say that to kind of make us seem like more of a minority than we really are, for whatever reason. But there's close to 10 million Tigrayans. Officially, there's documented there's 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how long has this been going on?
How long has this been going on? That's a great question. That's a great question.
I'm gonna say
the actual attack started on November 4th on election night, U.S. election night.
Wow, that's interesting.
So we had forces from and it started on false pretenses. The government in Ethiopia, led by Abiy Ahmed, said that the Tigrayans, the TPLF government in Tigray, attacked the Northern Command. Right? The Northern Command consists of about 40,000 military personnel from the Ethiopian military, and they've been there for a long time. They've been there with the people. They've been living there. They've been defending the sovereignty of Ethiopia for many years, you know, because we're on the border with Eritrea, which is an enemy. In 98, they attacked us. And we had a war with them. So they have a grudge against us because we won that war. A lot of people died on both sides. So we maintained a military base in Tigray to protect Ethiopia's sovereignty. So on November 4th, under the false pretenses that we attacked it's completely absurd, right? They said that we attacked them, our own people, and they waged war from the west, the southwest, the Amhara militias, which consist of over 100,000 militiamen, and then the Eritrean forces from the north, and then the Ethiopians from all sides. They also hired Somalian mercenaries. By the way, those Somalian kids that died in Tigray fighting this war, their parents didn't even know where they were. You know, it's sad. Everybody is really suffering from this war.
So they were kidnapped and brought over there, kidnapped and trained or something and brought over there?
Yeah, pretty much, because they were initially it's documented and it's reported that these kids from Somalia were hired to go to Qatar or to somewhere in the Arab nations to do security detail, right? Instead, they were taken to Eritrea, trained, and they were taken to the front lines. They were basically thrown in the war. You know, they were just bodies. Wow. And they were killed. Only I think about maybe 500 of them came back to their parents.
Right.
Wow.
And their parents and the people in Somalia actually a few weeks ago, about a month ago, it's all over Twitter. They protested and they were out in the streets asking where their kids were.
Wow.
Not knowing that they were part of a genocide.
Oh my God.
What's the average age range of these kids that are out there fighting this war? Do you even know?
I don't know the official numbers, but they're very young.
Yeah,
they're very young.
Somebody said it's over 60,000 refugees in the Sudan right now.
60,000 refugees and counting.
Wow.
Going into Sudan. These are people that are running away from violence. Not only are there 60,000 refugees in Sudan, there's over 2 million people displaced within Tigray. All the major cities are empty. Maybe there's older people there that couldn't really escape or run away that are still there in those cities. But people have run away from their homes to escape violence. Only now, because of the information blackout, because the Ethiopian government tried to fight this war in the dark. What they did was, on November 4th, I was actually getting Viber phone calls from my dad, who was in Tigray at the time. He was blowing me up, but I was asleep. I didn't even know that he called, and that broke my heart, you know, because I wasn't there. I wasn't aware to even answer the phone. They've completely blacked out communication from the region. They cut off internet, phone service in an attempt to fight this war in the dark. And it's so heartbreaking, man. It's so heartbreaking that people don't even know about what's going on. This is the worst. This is the most active conflict in the whole world, and nobody knows about it. This is the
I haven't heard hardly anything about it, bro.
Not one thing. Not one thing. It's fought in the dark. But the Tigrayan youth, like me and everybody else, speaking up for our family members that we haven't been able to contact or reach, are trying our best to like make this aware. That's why I appreciate you guys for bringing me on to let your people know about what's going on.
Yeah,
and I love you guys for that, man.
We love
Likewise,
you.
man.
We love you guys, everybody.
You know, like we said, this isn't our show. This isn't our show. It's the people's show. It's the street show. You know what I mean? It's a platform for everybody. Like I've always said. You know, like the conversation that we had earlier. It's a platform for everybody. You know, so I have a question. Why do you feel that this isn't getting any light?
I didn't hear you. My bad. What did you say?
Why do you feel that this situation isn't getting any light right now?
Man, because you know how it is. You seen what happened in Rwanda, right?
Yes.
It took them months to respond to the genocide there in Rwanda. I think the peacekeeping troops and the UN Security Council didn't respond months after every one of those Tutsi people and some of the Hutu people were killed, right? To be honest with you, people don't care about Africa, period. They don't care. They only care about the resources, right? They only care about what they can get out of, care about the people. And that's where the Tigrayan people come in. Like our leaders protect our sovereignty in a way where it's kind of like a threat to the outside Western world, you know? We protect our land and we protect our people and we try to really preserve our culture. And that's why they don't care. If we die, so what? You got they'll put a dictator in place to serve their interests. Abiy Ahmed, Isaias of Eritrea. They're pretty much doing the work for them, you know?
You know, the conversation that we had offline, I think we're in an interesting time where us being in the United States with COVID happening, we're a little focused on what's happening just here in the United States, where worldwide, say, the issue happening in Ethiopia, and I've also heard about issues happening in Asia. I believe the country is Myanmar. That just, you know, it's a similar situation where the country was pretty much just taken over. It was pretty much like a Cuban situation where, you know, the army just overthrew the election and whatnot, and I think we just have to pay attention to what's happening globally right now, because I mean, I think everything is just so fickle right now, and I don't think that we're getting real news as of right now.
Well, I'll tell you right now, even if COVID wasn't going on, we still wouldn't be hearing about it. We really wouldn't be hearing about it then, because they so worried about rap beefs and Trump and this and that. Anything but something real, and something that where you actually could help, if you speak on it. We only speak about like just hot topics and so-called tea,
Exactly. You like say for instance, the Capitol insurrection, right? That hurt us so much as far as getting our word out. People did die in that insurrection. For America, that's uncommon, right? In recent history. But we're talking about over 50,000 civilians getting slaughtered. Like, I don't know if my family members are alive, if they're dead, if they're fighting,
wow,
if they're in Sudan. I don't know. I haven't been able to reach them, right?
wow.
These forces, right, are coming into Tigray and looting, raping women. Let me tell you what they did to one documented. It's documented. These soldiers, Ethiopian soldiers, went into a town and went into this person's home where a grandfather and a daughter lived. A grandfather was raising his daughter's child after her parents passed away, right? They were living together. The Ethiopians came in. These rogue soldiers, went into the house and told him at gunpoint. First, they fired. They intimidated him by firing a AK-47 in their building, in their house. Told him to rape his own granddaughter, and he wouldn't do it. He fought them.
Wow.
He fought them. Luckily, he didn't die. They took him outside and they shot him a couple times. This is on BBC. You can go on their website and look the story up. This is only one story that's documented, so you can imagine what's going on around the region where there's an information blackout. This is one person that survived. After they shot him outside, they went back and told his granddaughter that they killed him and that I'm gonna have to have sex with you and rape you. And she fought back, and he shot her arm off and left her for dead. Luckily, she survived and was able to tell her story. So imagine how many people are not able to tell their stories. These people in Tigray are literally fighting for their life and survival. It's mind-blowing because I go to Tigray. This is where my family is, and it's the most peaceful, loving place in the world, and the people don't deserve this. It's mind-blowing. I can't even wrap my head around what's going on, guys. Like,
yeah,
I'm out of tears, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean, just hearing the story is making me feel a certain way, man, just I pray for everyone who you just spoke upon right now, man. Wow, that's a heavy story right there.
They're trying to obliterate our culture, man. They're trying to there's a history of this in Tigray. Ethiopia is a country where there's over 80 different nationalities, separate, where they speak their own language and have their own culture. And the Tigray people are one of those minorities. And they stood up. They stood up for them. They created a system where everybody can have their voice heard. And these few people are obstructing that, and they want to cancel that. They want to centralize the power and control the region for whatever reason. There's so many reasons why they want to do it. Mainly power, greed, and money. and they don't care about the people, period. But one thing's for certain, like the Tigray people are very resilient, and even though that this is happening to them, they're gonna keep pressing on, and we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna ever be silent. But right now, like what we need is the UN Security Council to step up and send troops there, because we're outnumbered. We're outmatched. You got the Eritrean forces. How could, like, I'll put it to you this way. Look, because a lot of people made analogies about what's going on in Ethiopia right now. Say we're living in California, right? We have our own state, regional government, and we pass a law, right, to have marijuana. And then the federal government says, nah, you're not going to do that. And they send military in. They send maybe Canada in with their forces and the American forces to kill the people of California. Is that acceptable?
Hell no. Right.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all, man. That's what's going on. And the thing is, not only are they fighting the government of Tigray, they've killed more civilians than they've killed the Tigray soldiers. They're pretty much trying to annihilate us. They're trying to disrupt our culture. They're looting churches. There's a church called Mariam Sion. It's called St. Mary's, right? It's the location of the first Christian church in Africa.
Wow.
They bombed it?
They massacred over 700 people that were hiding there.
Wow.
They took them out.
Isn't that supposed to be like sacred ground, like off limits? Since the oldest?
It's supposed to be off limits. That's why the Tigray people were caught off guard, because they have, like, the people of Tigray are so humble and peace loving, and they never thought like their Ethiopian brothers would be capable of massacring them. You know, they never thought that. So they found refuge in churches throughout the country, in the mountains and stuff. But the Eritrean soldiers and the Ethiopian soldiers and the militias of the neighboring regions went in and sought them, and they killed them. And it's ongoing. It's very systematic. They're trying to subjugate the people, and they're trying to kill their morale by doing this.
So you had your analogy, right, with California. How about this? So basically California, just like we had Africa. Let's say we're Sacramento, that's Tigray. So LA, Oakland, all those other people just against Sacramento, basically. Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
You know why? Because the people that are killing us right now have been fed all kinds of propaganda about who the Tigray people are. Hateful stuff. The rhetoric that was coming out of, like, the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed.
This is Ethiopians doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when Abiy, you know, he got a Nobel Peace Prize, right?
I didn't know that.
The people in the West are clueless about what their motive, what his motive was. You know, when he got that Peace Prize, it pretty much gave him, like, a green light to kind of, like, do what he wants. He pieced up with one of our enemies, Eritrea, to the north, that's always been conspiring to attack Tigray because of their history. You know, they're neighbors. They've had wars. Let me say this about Eritrea, though. Like, the people of Eritrea and Tigray are the same people.
That's what I thought. This is where, like, Tiffany Haddish, her people is from, right?
Yes. Tiffany Haddish is from Eritrea. The late Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, is from Eritrea. His family's from there. We're the same people, you know? I mean, history separated us, you know. That's a long story. I'm not an expert in what happened then, but today they're a sovereign nation. But they've been governed by this guy named 𝙼𝙬 Afwerki, who is pretty much a totalitarian autocrat dictator who pretty much does what he wants. You know, he's a power-hungry, warmongering person. You can look at what he's done throughout his history, the wars that he started in Eritrea against neighboring countries around him. You know, and Abiy Ahmed had the audacity to peace up with him to subdue the Tigray people. It's so evil, man. It's so evil. And this is what it's come down to. Like my family we knew about this, but we didn't know that they would be genocidal about it. We didn't know that they would come for our families and our heritage and our history.
Wow.
You know, like there's a mosque called Al-Nagashi in Tigray. Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad, sent his family to Ethiopia to find refuge because they were being persecuted in Saudi Arabia. And they came to Ethiopia, and the king at the time told them they were safe there. And they built a mosque. And the mosque is still standing there. They even bombed that mosque.
Wow.
Is anybody recording this? You know, like basically say driving while black or whatever, you being recorded, and say the Rodney King incident. If it wasn't recorded, you know, nobody would have believed it happened. Is anybody recording these travesties, man, so we can flood, you know, the internet with these images?
People are recording it. The main people that are recording it are the people that are committing the atrocities. Because everybody's running for their lives. They don't have time to take their camera phones out and do this. They don't have time.
Right,
Another thing is,
It's a freaking war, my bad. Yeah.
No. Another thing is, like, communication has been blacked out. There's no internet
Wow.
in or out of the region for a reason.
Yeah. It's a war zone.
So everything is hearsay. You just got to go off a word. What can we do, far as Americans? What can we do to be of aid and assistance? Who can we write to? Who can we call? What can we do? Can we send something?
That's a great question. We can do a lot. Basically, what we've been doing is we've been writing our senators and our local representatives daily. We've been calling them, we've been pressing them, but there's only so many Tagaru people, Tigrayans. We say Tagaru and Tigrinya, Tagaru people. There's only so many of us. So we need that's why I've never been an activist in my life until now. Like, because until it happens to you, you don't realize what's going on. And it's happening to me.
You've been activated, you know. It activated you.
Right?
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is we're on Twitter advocating for our people. We a lot of our Tagara youth and our scholars and our professionals and everyone throughout the world that are from Tigray have been speaking on behalf of our family members in Tigray. We've been on Twitter.
Give us
I'll give you guys a few places that you guys can go to.
Yeah, thank you. Get your pen and paper, everybody, if you still use that.
There's an Instagram page called OMNA Tigray, omnatigray.org. And there's also an Instagram page called Stand with Tigray. And on their pages, they have links to already prepared tweets where you can copy and paste them and tweet them. But if if we can individually just write to our local representatives about what's going on in Tigray, it's a genocide, and express the urgent humanitarian need, the urgent humanitarian needs that we need right now. If we keep pressing them, maybe something could be done.
Okay.
We really need to press it. Like this is really urgent. Like people, you know, like the Syria war, right? There's over 500,000 people have been killed in that war, but it took them 2 years before they reached 50,000 civilian casualties. We've already reached that in 3 months in Tigray. That's how bad this war is.
And
the Ethiopian government, all they're doing, if you go to, you can't go to their websites or their Twitter, the official Ethiopian government Twitter accounts, because all they're doing is spreading propaganda. They're not actually talking about what's actually happening there. You know, they have their own agenda. I mean, they're committing the genocide, so they're not going to tell you what's going on. So whatever they're saying, you have to disregard. You have to be very vigilant of that. So we do have our own sources, and we are putting the information out there.
We have to call our senators as well, right?
Absolutely, man. We got to put pressure on our government. We do, because if we don't, I mean, we are the people, right? I mean, they are supposed to represent us. So let's put pressure on our local representatives, even the mayor of LA. Like let's do something. We're actually going to Sacramento on the 22nd to press Gavin Newsom on what's going on. Hopefully he can hear us out, and maybe he can advocate for us too. But if everybody on this live, I'm begging you guys, like my family is relying on you guys. I haven't talked to them. You know, I don't know if they're dead or alive, but regardless, there's so many people that need our help. You're talking about okay, there's another thing that the Ethiopian government is doing. It's withholding food aid to the people. This is one of their strategies. It's been done before. In Haile Selassie's time and in the regime after Haile Selassie, called the Derg, which was the president of that regime. His name was Mengistu Haile Mariam. What they did was they withheld food aid to the region. That's a major war crime. It's collective punishment.
They starved them, right?
Starved them to death. The last time that happened, 1 million people died in Tigray. And that's what gave rise to the TPLF. They rose up against that, and they defeated the Derg regime and took power in 91 and created a system where everybody's equal and fair. But it's falling apart now. It's falling apart. And they're trying to get rid of the Tigrayans to centralize power, because the Tigrayans are for a system that's fair and equitable to every nation in Ethiopia. And that's why they want to get rid of us. You know, we have it's and the only way they can do that is starve us to death and kill us. And that's what's going on now. It's sad. You're talking about 4 million people that can starve to death. People are already dying of starvation now. So we don't have the numbers of deaths yet. But when it's all said and done, like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna make a movie about it? Like Hotel Rwanda?
Right, right.
Like, we're gonna make a movie about it after it's over? We can't do that. We can't.
And it's no way. I'm new to this, so excuse my ignorance, but it's like you can't. A group of, well, that sounds stupid. Before I even ask, I was gonna say,
no question is stupid, Jay.
Like, people can't go out there to help. You know what I mean?
Oh, they've killed humanitarian. They've already killed three or four humanitarian workers that went to help
from America.
That were already inside. I don't know what their ethnicity was, but they were part of the UN.
Wow.
And then there was also some Europeans that were shot at that tried to go into Tigray.
Wow.
They were shot at and turned back. And then the Ethiopian government had the nerve to say, well, they shouldn't have been there. We told them.
So us as Americans, we go over there and they do something to us. America can't go out there and do something to them for messing with us?
They're denying access to everybody. They're denying protection to any humanitarians that are going in there. They're controlling the humanitarian effort. They're controlling where the food goes. Food is not going to over 80% of the people. They've had what do you call it, like photo ops where they're distributing food, but that's only in one specific spot.
Yep.
And that's just for a photo opportunity to say, look, we're giving them food. Hey, look at us.
I think that sounds like communism to me, bro.
It's worse.
What exactly?
It's worse.
Yeah, that's like.
And the only option that people have in Tigray is to either flee or fight.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And it's heartbreaking. Like, they don't deserve this. Like, these people are like the most God-fearing, nicest people. Even the Tigray Defense Forces, when they capture the invading enemy forces, they let them go. They don't execute them. They let them go. They talk to them about what they're doing is wrong, and then they let them go.
Wow.
This is who they're killing.
Wow.
Any way to get them, like the ones that need help over here, but that's the same thing, and there's no way.
Well, yeah, I mean, the ones that make it out into Sudan, they have a chance. But even in Sudan, there's militia, because I mean, there's militias in Sudan that are targeting refugees. The Eritreans even have abducted an estimated 20, because Tigray was a safe haven for Eritrean refugees who were fleeing Eritrea, because that place is a hellhole for them. So a lot of people have fled Eritrea into Tigray, and the Tigrayan government cared for them up until the war started. When the war started, the Eritrean forces came in and abducted their refugees. They killed some of them. They sent some of them to the front, some of the men to the front lines to get killed as cannon fodders. And a lot of them were taken back into Eritrea. We don't know where they are now. We don't know what their condition is.
Wow.
So every war crime has been pretty much violated in this war.
Yeah.
It's not even a war. It's a genocide, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And if we don't do anything, like, if we don't do anything now, if we don't speak up, we've been speaking for over 3 months now. It's 106 days since the war started. Like, people are just now waking up to it. And our Ethiopian friends here in the U.S. have turned their backs on the Tigrayan people.
Wow.
In support of this war. And they believe everything that the government is telling them about what's going on. Either they believe it or they know what's going on. I think they just know what's going on and they're just supporting it. And it's heartbreaking, man. It's hard. I'm talking about my own friends, you know, my own friends that I grew up with supporting this war. It just doesn't make sense, you know?
So you lost friends over this?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. How can I be friends with people that are saying it's okay to kill and rape my family members?
Yeah, I completely.
It's a wrap. Like, Tigray is like.
I don't understand, being an African, how you can feel that way towards another African, no matter what part of the region you in, whether you're from Lagos or Sudan or Tigray or, you know, Nigeria, like.
I don't know, man. I don't know. They've been brainwashed. They've been listening to the rhetoric, the the hate mongering that the government's been telling them, and their people, their elites, mainly the Amhara elites, they have their own news stations. That
if anybody has questions for Danny, there's a question mark there at the bottom. Feel free to hit that question mark and ask Danny anything that you want to ask Danny as well.
I don't see that. You know what? Because I'm FaceTiming you from an iPad. I guess.
Yeah. You don't worry about it. We'll find out the questions when they ask, and we'll ask you.
Yeah, we'll moderate it.
Yeah.
All right.
So once again, anybody who's tuned in right now, there's a question mark on the bottom of the screen. Hit that screen and feel free to ask Danny any questions that you guys would like, and we'll have them answered.
Oh my God, this is heavy, man.
Yeah, this is honestly probably one of the heaviest topics we've.
Oh, it's definitely by far, bro.
Yeah,
it's insane, what's going on. There's so many things at play in this war, and the people that are suffering are the people of Tigray. I just put a couple of websites on there. They also have Instagram pages.
Okay, well,
all you have to do is add the @ in front of the.
We have resource Tigray pinned right now.
Okay.
We can pin whatever.
I'm also part of an organization created by a collective of Tigrayan women. It's called Make Injera, not War. And
can you spell it, Injera?
I'm gonna put it on right now.
Okay, thank you.
It's Make Injera, not War. They have an Instagram page, and you could buy a T-shirt, and 100% of the profits are going to 3 organizations in Tigray that are feeding the kids. You can find more of what they're doing on their page.
Somebody said Biden sanctioned Burma military 12 days after attempted coup. Why has the United States not sanctioned Eritrea and Ethiopia? Good question.
Can you repeat that question one more time, Jay? I'm sorry.
United States sanctioned Burma military 12 days after attempted coup. Why has the United States not sanctioned Eritrea and Ethiopia?
I don't know. I don't know what they're waiting for. They've made statements. The new Secretary of State has made a statement. He's told the Eritrean forces to leave the country. He's told the Ethiopian government to open humanitarian lanes to get food to the populace, and they have not done that yet. I don't know. There's so many things that I just don't have an answer for. It's like you said, the analogy the other day is like they're just watching a pack of dogs kill a cat, and they're just saying, "Oh, stop," without doing anything.
Right, basically like 2 guys just slugging it out in the classroom, and the teacher just, "Hey guys, stop," instead of going to get security to come physically break them up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It makes no sense, and that's
But we love to be involved in other people's affairs and send troops. But now the main time that we need to do it, we're not doing it.
Exactly. When we need the help, when we need peacekeeping forces to step in, and like the Tigrayan government has asked for the international community to come in and put an end to this, to put an end to this. Like, we've asked for peacekeeping forces to come in and put an end to this, to these massacres, and nothing's being done. And it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking.
Somebody corrected my analogy. Somebody said it's not San Fran versus other cities. It's basically the U.S. and Canada versus D.C. Damn. Way outnumbered. But like the movie 300, that little small, you take those 5 fingers, make a fist, that little small thing could pack a wallop, but they definitely need more help, man.
We do need more help because you're talking about when the war started, you know, the United Arab Emirates was also in, and the U.S. The Trump administration was involved in this war by supplying intelligence information. The UAE supplied military help via drones, right? Eritrea was helping out the UAE in their war against Yemen, and they already had drones in their territory, in their region. And they used those, the Ethiopian government pretty much contracted those drones to hit targets within Tigray. They even targeted civilian populations. It's all over the internet. It's all over the internet. It's not fake news. It's actually happening. So that really hurt us, you know, that the UAE was involved in with their high-tech precision guided drone missiles.
You know how
it's heartbreaking, man.
Somebody basically said, when will the world intervene? Black Lives Matter. I agree as well. And this is when the world will intervene, when we start flooding these images and videos of the stuff that's happening out there. We start flooding it on the internet out here. Like how they have these little stupid World Star videos, people getting punched out, and people love to see that kind of stuff. So if you want to see that kind of stuff, let's show them the real deal what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it aware. We got to start bringing it to people's attention. You need to start flooding the internet with pictures, with videos of all the stuff that's happening out there. That woman's story with her granddad and how they raped her. We need to get stories like that out there.
We do. I don't know why we're ignoring it, man. Like Dr. King said, like, an injustice, so I forgot how the quote goes, but an injustice somewhere is an injustice everywhere. Or I don't know if you guys could, but you know what I mean, right?
Exactly. Like, you said it right there, bro.
Yeah. So we need to do something. Like, we need to do something. We got to. Like, in this age, like, look at the Holocaust and look at Rwanda. Like, the Jews were in America and throughout the world were advocating for their people, and nothing was done. Same thing with Rwanda. And today, we're advocating for Tigray, right? And with all this technology and information at our fingertips, still nothing is being done. Yeah. And I can't wrap my head around it. But it's not too late, guys. It's not too late. You have, like, I'm talking to you guys, whoever's watching this, I'm talking to you guys individually. If you go on standwithtigray.com, or you can do it on your own. You can write your representative on your own and tell them what's going on. If you don't have the time to do that, you can go on standwithtigray.com or Omna Tigray, OMNA-Tigray.com, and there's petitions on there. There's links on there, and there are letters that you can copy and paste and send to your local representatives. We need people to speak up on behalf of Tigray. Like, nobody cares about black people in this world. Like, look, you remember what happened to in Paris with that church?
Yes.
Notre Dame or whatever?
Yeah.
They raised $1 billion for that, like, in a few weeks.
You know why?
Object. It was news. I seen everybody posting about it. I seen everybody changing their profile pictures about that church, right? We're talking about people now. We're talking about people. And if you want to protect historical sites like the Church of Notre Dame or Notre Dame, you're talking about churches that are being destroyed in Ethiopia that have been around for 10 times longer than that church.
Exactly.
Thousands since the beginning of Christianity and Islam. These mosques and churches have been there, and they're being destroyed. You know, so it seems to me like people don't care about black people. You know, like, we can just be killed. Like, we're just.
We have a question. Y'all gotta pardon me. Y'all know I'm from Chicago. I barely get English names right. But who is YLLMA? Then the last name TADESSE.
Yilma
𝙼𝙗𝙬 𝙬𝙖.
Yilma 𝙬𝙬
That sound familiar?
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all not saying that right. Y'all got to break it down in phonetics or something for me.
Nah, I'm not familiar with that name.
Okay.
Who is
Yeah.
Now you said it right.
We'll Google whoever this person is, y'all.
What they say?
Who is this? Who is it? Who is YLLMA 𝙬𝙬 TADESSE 𝙬𝙬?
Who is Yilma 𝙬𝙬?
Yilma 𝙬𝙬.
Let me write it down. Is that they're asking who that is?
Yeah. Maybe y'all could Google it and y'all let us know. No, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but you know.
YLMA.
Yeah, YLLMA.
No, it's YLMA.
Oh, sorry. Y who?
YLMA TADESSE. Okay.
So we'll find out, guys, and
Oh, this is one of the this is one of the guy. This is he actually works for the Ethiopian government currently as a diplomat or an ambassador at the African Union, and he's an ethnic Amhara. So there's two views. There's a view where there's mostly the Amharic people want a united Ethiopia, but what they don't tell you is it's gonna be united by the gun.
Wow.
And they want one language, Amharic, to be spoken in the country, and you know that they want to centralize power and go back to the old days, you know, of feudalism and ruling the country, you know. But those days are over. The people have woken up. There's so many cultures and nationalities in Ethiopia, and namely the Oromos and the Tigrayans, and we know who we are, and we defend self-determination to the teeth, and they don't like that. So that's why they're fighting this war, you know. That's why they're fighting this war. So I don't know much about him, but there was a video about him where he said that we're not black. We're just we're not black. Our skin is just burnt, and we look dark, and we look black. So that's what he's talking about. I'll send you that video.
Okay. Somebody else said, can we get all the BLM, all the Black Lives Matter organizers in all the cities and do a match and broadcast with videos and photos of victims?
I would love if Black Lives Matter did that.
We're going to need more than just black people, y'all. We need some white folks in on this. You know what I'm saying? We need everybody, all races, you know.
We've been trying to get them on board. We've been trying to get Black Lives Matter LA on board. They tried to have a discussion about it, but what happened was they were kind of misinformed and misled by the Ethiopian side, and their panelists were all people who supported the war, and we didn't know about this until they posted about it. So we contacted them, and they canceled it. So I think some people in our organization are still trying to work that out with them. But if any of you guys have contacts with them and would like to advocate on behalf of Tigrayans, please do.
I mean, but shouldn't all Black Lives matter, though?
All Black lives should matter.
Right?
Absolutely, all over the world. Like this is, I think this is a great opportunity for Black people here in America. We can really unite under this, and really, I mean, we made a stamp on the international scene when George Floyd got killed and murdered, right? But we're still protesting, but not at the numbers that we were before. I think this is the opportunity for us to stand up again
Remember what started that? It was a video. People had to see that. So like I'm telling folks, let's get these pictures and these videos together. Everybody, you do your own. Find your own. Do some research. Find a picture. Find some videos of the war that's happening out there and how they being taken advantage of and murdered. And let's just, like, we easily post these dumbass videos about people getting busted in their head with a Texas tea or the girl with the super glue in her head. They done raised about 20 grand for her. But, you know, there she is with the video where you see it's hard and people feel sorry for her, and, you know. So if you could do it for her and a petrified scalp, y'all could get this together for these people over here in Tigray. Y'all could bring awareness to this.
This is a real issue.
A video just leaked recently of a massacre in a small town in Tigray. The video was recorded by an Ethiopian soldier. You can see about 20 or 30 bodies just laid across the floor. Woo! No guns, no weapons around them. They weren't fighting. They were just residents of the area. And that leaked out. I'm gonna post that on my page. But the thing is with the blackout and the active war, like people being targeted, they don't have a chance to record anything. And they don't have a chance to send their videos out because they're running for their lives. And there's a media and blackout, you know, and that's pretty much come to the advantage of the Ethiopian government, you know, because we don't see what's going on. We can't see what's going on.
Yeah, it's very disheartening, man. Somebody said we Tigrayans identify as blacks. We are proud blacks, definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
First and foremost, you people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't, man. I don't understand how women and children are being killed, and of course, men. I always say that, but women and children, and nobody's talking about that. We gotta get this stuff out, y'all. We gotta let people see what's going on. We gotta speak on it.
We talking about young girls, man. Young girls getting raped by 20 soldiers. I heard a story of 20 soldiers raping a 15-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Wow. Yeah.
And we need to show.
Yeah. How is there even honor as a soldier in that?
No honor, man.
A lot of them are brainwashed anyway.
They were told to do it.
Right.
Because this is a genocidal campaign. Their soldiers were briefed to cause havoc and pillage. It's like it's so barbaric. Even the Eritrean soldiers are trained to do that.
Yeah.
And the Ethiopians and the Amhara militias are trained to do that. They're trained to hate the people of Tigray and do this to them and dehumanize them. To this point, like it's ridiculous.
Who is it? The Iron Lady. The Iron Lady said there are also political prisoners in different regions and camps. What can we do to help them?
Yes, there are Oromo activists and political prisoners.
Spell that for me. What kind of activists?
They're from the Oromo ethnic group, and they've been fighting for their freedom for a long time too. And they're aligned with us now at this point. And basically their top political leaders have been in prison, and they've been on a hunger strike, and they've been speaking out. What can we do to help them? We can get on Twitter, keep tweeting about it. We got to keep talking about it. That's the main thing. We got to keep talking about this. We can't stop. We can't let up. We got to keep writing our officials and senators. We can't let up because the Ethiopian government has also instituted its own propaganda machine and social media campaign. I mean, I don't think it's working for them, but they're trying. They're trying to discredit us in every way possible. But at the end of the day, the truth always prevails, right?
That's
the
right.
Truth always prevails.
Always.
And yeah, and the people are simply fighting for their lives. You're talking about thousands of people are about to die of starvation because the Eritrean troops and the Amhara troops are intercepting food trucks and destroying food stores. There's satellite imagery of them burning crops, farms, to destroy the food supply so people don't eat. There's video of them. These people are literally taking the doors off of buildings. They pretty much destroyed all the infrastructure in Tigray. Everything that we've built up over the last 30 years. Burnt it down to the ground. We're starting from scratch now. The only thing left is ourselves. Our bodies, and it's heartbreaking. I'm afraid to get a phone call. I'm afraid to find out which one of my loved ones had passed away. To be honest with you, look, I was born and raised here in LA, but I have a deep connection with Tigray because both of my parents are from Tigray, and I visited Tigray many times, and I've connected with the people there. I know who they are. They've never preached hate. They've always preached Ethiopia first. They've always talked about love. They've always talked about their country. They've always been welcoming people. These are God-fearing people. And for them to be going through this is not right. We need to advocate for them. We need to advocate for them because the people that are behind this war have a lot of money, and they probably have people in the West in their pockets too. That's why it's really hard for the UN to really do anything about the situation. But if we put enough pressure, if Americans could put enough pressure on our local officials and our government and Congress here in the U.S., maybe we can actually do something about it.
You mentioned your father. Have you spoken with him? Is he okay?
He's good. Thank God he made it out of Tigray.
Woo. Thank God. Okay.
He's doing well, but everybody else, I haven't heard from him.
Somebody saying, please speak on the boycott campaigns as well.
Are they talking about the? It's crazy. I can't see. I don't know why I can't see the.
It just says, please speak on the boycott campaigns as well.
Yeah. Boycott anything Ethiopian, please. Boycott Ethiopian flowers, roses, Ethiopian Airlines. Boycott the UAE, which is Emirates, their airlines. Please boycott them. Please do not use their services because they are directly funding this.
Wow, it's going down like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Their drones are responsible for pretty much dismantling our defense forces.
So where I live near Fairfax, and Fairfax is known as Little Ethiopia. I know, and ever since I've been knowing you, man, you've been a huge spokesperson for Ethiopia, and we ate in Little Ethiopia many times together. I'm not gonna say anything about them, but I will ask you, where's some is it Tigrayan restaurants, or is there a place we can shop and support and eat and buy, from this store?
Absolutely. My good friend, she's like family to me. Her name is Saba, and she has Queen of Sheba restaurant in Inglewood.
Queen of Sheba. It's
on La Brea and Hyde Park.
La Brea and Hyde Park in Inglewood.
Go there because a lot of the Ethiopians stopped going to her when the war started.
Wow. Ain't that something?
They grind, man. It's
hey, post that up there too. Somebody post the name of that restaurant and where it is so we can support that place as well.
Let me get the exact name.
Okay.
Queen.
Oh my God, man, this is so heavy, man. It's a heavy night.
Yeah. But it's also, we're also learning a lot.
I even heard, I haven't been to Little Ethiopia yet, but somebody told me they even have a picture of Abiy Ahmed at one of their restaurants with flowers draped over it, like he's doing a great job.
Wow.
This guy is committing murder all over the country. Like there's fighting throughout all of Ethiopia. I mean, the worst is in Tigray, but the country is pretty much disintegrating under his leadership. You know, and he's pitted everybody against the Tigrayans, man. But you know, we're very resilient people, man. We gonna make it, man. We gonna make it. But
we need Danny, to let it be known. We need more people like you, Danny, to to let it be known, what it really is.
And I need people like you too, man. I appreciate you guys, man, for letting me get on here and talk to your people, because it's kind of like I've been preaching to the choir. Like I've been saying the same thing to my own people. Like, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just read a comment. Somebody says she talks about a 27-year-old woman who was gang raped until her pelvis and back were fractured.
Yes, that's in the New York Times.
Wow.
That was reported in the New York Times. You can look it up.
Man, yo,
like we knew about this when the war started, like a month in. But now the word is getting out. Can you believe? Can you believe that these people are doing this? It's like back to Genghis Khan.
Yeah, man, that's my God.
In 2020, in 2021, that people are still doing this. These people are barbaric and sick.
Yeah, that's what goes through a person's mind.
They don't have a mind.
Yeah, man.
Period. And we need to put an end to this.
Yeah, people looking at this, send some stuff to World Star. Everybody love to watch that 24/7. Send some stuff to YouTube,
Exactly.
World Star, all those little ignorant sites, and let it be known. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, and of course, we gotta let like other races and people know, man. We gotta get everybody we can behind this.
We need to let everybody know, man. We need to let every community know about what's going on. We need to let the Black community know.
Hispanics, white, Asian,
Italians, whites, Jews, everybody. That's why we went to the UN. That's why we went to the UN in New York on Thursday.
You were just out in New York protesting, huh?
Yes.
And I know your heart really had to be in there, because it was what, 3 below in New York or something. You leave for real. You leave.
It was cold. It was cold.
Yeah, you leave 70-degree LA to go out there and stand in the cold and protest. I know you're not used to that kind of cold. That go to show people where your heart is. They go to show people you are activated and you're an activist and you're fighting for your people. And you're trying to make it aware for regular common folks like us to know about it. Somebody said, read and share article by Lucy Casa, LucyKassa, Lucy Casa, called Rape Survivor Story Emerges from Remote African War.
Wow.
So once again, read and share article by Lucy Casa, Kassa, called,
I'm gonna look that up.
Lucy, LucyKassa. It's called Rape Survivors. Story Emerges from Remote African War. We're going to pin that up there.
Like right now as we're speaking, ran up on into their houses. Let me tell you this, like most of the young people are not even in there. They fled, at this point, because they're tired of being targeted and killed. But the people that are left are being harassed, exploited. You're talking about women that are being exploited. If they want to get food, they're being asked to pay with their bodies. They're being raped for food.
Jesus Christ!
If you want this, you gotta come through me. I gotta have sex with you.
The stuff that America, supposedly the cancel culture and all of that, they down for that here, and it's happening over there. Like, ridiculously. But like I said, we ignorant. We don't really know that it's going on because it's not being televised.
Bro, it's heartbreaking, man.
Somebody said, can you connect us with other podcasts and news outlets or share what you know with them, please? Thank you. That goes for everybody. We on it too. Can you connect us with other podcasts and news outlets or share what you know with them, please? Thank you. This will be going up on YouTube later, y'all.
Here's a tip. Like, Twitter has been our main tool, right? Mm-hmm. The recent hashtag 100 days of genocide, and then the other hashtag Tigray genocide. If you click on those, they will lead you in the right direction. There's a lot of people are advocating using those hashtags, and it'll lead you in the right direction. You can see stories, news articles about what's going on, independent news sources about what's going on. If you go on my Instagram page, you can go on Peace in Tigray, and you see my icon, right? The Tigray genocide. There's a lot of people with those. If we're doing that in solidarity with the people of Tigray, you know, if you see somebody with that icon, go ahead, go on their page, see what they're talking about. They're posting videos. You can change your icon to that too, to bring awareness. Okay. Hashtag Tigray genocide. Go on Twitter, and it'll open up Pandora's box of what's going on. You know, this is the most pressing and most diabolical situation in the world. I know there's Myanmar, and I know there's protests in India, and I know Yemen. That's been going on for 7 years, but right now, this trumps all of that. I mean, people are actively getting killed right now. You're talking about over 53,000 people have been killed so far and counting. Over 60,000 people have been accounted for as refugees in Sudan and counting. You're talking about over almost 3 million people displaced within Tigray have left their house. They're hiding, you know?
Displaced.
Wow.
We
running
out of time. I'm so sorry. We running out of time, and it's gonna cut off soon. Do you have anything you want to leave us with? And before you do that, I want to let everybody know that this live will be on DJ Gargamel's page. You can always go to there and send it out, and I'm gonna also put it on YouTube as well, so you can send it out that way.
I just want to tell you guys, for those who are watching, to not give up. I mean, Tigray will prevail, man. The people here, the people in Tigray are peace-loving, really resilient people. This is my family. You know me. You know me, Jay.
Man,
you know me,
your mom is the sweetest woman ever, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like your family, your sister, your nephew. Very, very good people, man.
Now imagine 6-7 million of those people being attacked and persecuted. You know, of people like me and my mom, my brothers and sisters out here. Imagine that. You know, in 2021, getting shot at, 6 p.m. curfew. They see you at 6 p.m., they gonna spray you. Brrr, you dead. That's what's been going on. So please, and then now you have 4 million people about to starve to death. I need y'all to please contact your local officials and talk to them and tell them what's going on. You know, this is not right. Whatever political propaganda that's coming from the Ethiopian government and the Eritreans and the Amharas, disregard that. We already know that's fake news bullshit. Period. You know? So please do your part. We don't want, what you want to do? You want to wait till a movie come out like Hotel Rwanda till you shed a tear? You want to go to the movie theater and watch the Tigray genocide? Nah, you can actually do something about it right now. You know, you can do something about it right now. And that's why I appreciate you guys standing up for Tigray. I love you guys, man.
We love you guys as well. Thank you so much for coming here and enlightening us to the situation going on out there. And like I said to people, we need to get the internet flooded with pictures and videos of the stuff going on. A lot of women, a lot of children. You got to start showing that. You know, nobody want to, I don't care who you are, as far as American or whatever.
No man should be doing that to children.
Well, nobody want to see that. Even if so-called racists don't even want to see a child hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A woman.
Look, the president, the prime minister, he's unelected. He was a placement. He was just a placeholder government official, and he took over. He's a dictator. He said not one civilian was harmed in his operation. Does that make sense? That's a red flag.
Yeah.
So any information that's coming from the Ethiopian government, be aware of that. Don't believe it. You're talking about 31% of the refugees in Sudan are kids and women, and it's heartbreaking, man. And they need help too. So if you go to at Peace in Tigray, at Amna Tigray, and at Stand with Tigray, and make Injera not war, there's resources there for you. Yeah, and you can also what do you call it? Donate to TDA, the Tigray Development Association. It's a non-governmental association. TDA. You can find their link in my bio as well.
And what's your IG handle again?
Danny, Your Highness. Let me type it in for you.
Thank you. So y'all hit him up at Danny, Your Highness. Yeah. And if you have any footage or videos or something you want to send it, DM him, DM us, let us know.
And we got to get Danny back on because, you know, just because of the time limits or whatnot, we weren't able to get to all the questions. There's probably a good 20 questions that we weren't able to get to today. So we have to have a follow-up.
Maybe you could come again and enlighten us some more next month. Hopefully, you know, this won't be an ongoing thing because something could actually be done and it could just stop. But as long as it's going on, you are always welcome to come, talk about it, and let us know what's up and what we can do to help.
Man, anytime, man. I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for doing this. I'll hop on anytime, man, to speak on behalf of my people, man. For real.
And, I mean,
appreciate you guys.
Ultimately, like, we just want to be able to have you answer the questions for these people, because we don't have the answers. Ultimately, you would be able to inform these people, you know, and I mean, you know, we have to give light to the situation.
Absolutely, man. Because without us, we can't do. I mean, we can't do nothing. Like we need the community. We need a collective effort. You know, in numbers we're strong. You know.
We love you, man. We stand with Tigray.
Yes.
And
stand with Tigray, yeah.
You are going to Sacramento when?
On the 22nd.
And how can people go if they want to go? How can they get up with you?
You know what? I'm gonna post about it and they can DM me.
Okay.
I'll put it on my timeline.
Would it be like a caravan style or are you flying out there?
I think I'm flying, but there is a possibility that people from our group here in LA, we might rent a big van. So just hit me up.
Okay.
If you want to go, we're gonna work with you.
Okay. Okay. Thanks so much. We love you, man. We love all you guys.
Blessings to everyone that came on today. We appreciate everybody, and you know, more blessings to everyone right here, man. Because you know, oh man, today was a heavy show. You know, and you know, I don't want to ever hear about anybody going through any sorts of pain like what I just heard today. You know, so blessings to any of the families who are being affected today.
He said, blessings to any of them families being affected, man. Blessings to everybody out there. And like I said, we got to end it now because it's about to go off.
Yeah.
Thanks again. Thank you,
Everybody
man.
be safe. Be blessed. One love.
One
Buy
love.
a t-shirt. Making Jera.
How much is that shirt, by the way?
It's I'll round it up to about $40, but 100% of the profits go to those nonprofit organizations that are feeding those kids in Tigray.
So y'all heard it. Y'all could go buy all that old bougie Gucci and all that kind of stuff. Donate towards something that's gonna actually help.
Exactly.
And it's an awesome shirt. Move your hands, boy. You ain't swole. There you go. Okay, and if they want the shirt, where do they go?
Making Jera Not War. At Making Jera Not War. MAKEINGERA Not War. If you go on my page, it's like the second post.
Okay, y'all heard them. Thanks again, everybody. One love.
One love. Peace.